TV. It is possible. Tune in to Mighty K Online. Mighty K TV. Mighty K TV. It is possible.
For this very warm welcome that you have provided to me and my delegation, and also continue to apologize for keeping you waiting. I heard you were here very early and we were delayed. So we continue to extend our apologies. I am happy to be here because I have come home, and I have come as your son to tell you that I have started my campaign to be the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. As you know, we all pray to God for God to select us as leaders, because we know that God selects leaders. I have come here in my capacity, as I said, as vice president, and also as leader of the new patriotic party and presidential candidate. Standing here, I can only thank God for what he has done, because if you look at how I have come all the way to this particular position, I can only give it to God. Growing up, I've been a by-day farmer before. I've been a taxi driver in London before. I've been a cleaner of dormitories in Canada before. But by the grace of God, I'm here as Vice President of the Republic and aspiring President. So I thank God for all of this. As you all know, I contested to be flag bearer of the MPP. At that point in time, there was a lot of doubt in the minds of our people at home. And I'm sure you were all part of that doubt to say whether the MPP will indeed elect me to be leader of the party. Because historically, our party has never selected anybody from the north to be leader of the party. And so there was a big question about whether I would be elected to be the leader of the party. But I was very clear in my own mind that given the work that I had done, and by the grace of God, I thought if God wills it, then I will be elected as the leader of the party. And so it turned out to be that in the MPP, we made history. We've made history to elect somebody from the north for the first time to be the leader of the party. And I am very, very thankful to all of you for your prayers and your support in this endeavor, on this journey that I had embarked on, because it was not an easy journey. Now that I've been elected as the presidential candidate, I have started my tour of the country to listen to our people and also to speak to our people. I have not yet outdoored my manifesto, and so part of this listening also informs me about some of the critical issues that are faced in various regions. And so I am in a position, when we finish all of this, to then outdoor a manifesto that reflects the people's wishes. I am seeking to be president of this country, to be able to serve this country. I am looking for an opportunity to bring various ideas that I have and my work ethic and my determination and my hard work to help lift up this country, to help lift up the lot of the poor in this country, so that we can move this country to a different level. When you look at what our government has done in the last 8 years, it has been very significant, notwithstanding the global challenges that we have faced as a country. Our government has implemented some very important policies that will help us as we go forward. The free senior high school policy is one such policy that we implemented, and that is to afford the opportunity for parents who could not finance the education of their children to have them go to school. And that policy has been a success by any metric you look at. The number of children who have gone to school in the country has increased from 800,000 to 1.4 million children. From independence to 2016, that is about 60 years almost, Ghana's senior high school population was 800,000 after 60 years. But after just 7 years, we have moved it from 800,000 to 1.4 million. And that has been a very big increase. But what is remarkable about that increase is that the enrollment in the senior high schools that we are seeing, the leading regions that are enrolling senior high school students are the 5 northern regions. We are the highest in enrollment in senior high schools. And the Upper East region is either number 1 or number 2 on that list. Very, very high enrollment that we are seeing. And we are also seeing more girls than boys enrolling. Because before, for every 100 boys, we had 68 girls in 2016. Today, for every 100 boys, we have 106 girls. So the gender parity has been achieved. And this is only going to help us. And the performance of the children in school is also improving, and improving very well. So in the area of education, we have done quite a bit. We have invested massively in technical and vocational education, 6 billion cedis investment in the last 7 years, the highest for any government. We have also made vocational education TVET free in this country. And that has increased the number of students from 60,000 to 159,000 enrolled in the technical and vocational education. What I want us to do is to have more emphasis on the basic education now as we go forward to really push up the basic education as well to support what we are doing in tertiary education. Recently, we have started distributing tablets to all the senior high school students so that they have all the educational materials they need on these tablets or laptops that they have. And this is something that we are going to do. We have also done a lot in the area of healthcare in this country. We are pushing to have, as we are pushing to make sure that every district in this country has a hospital. And this is the Agenda 111 project. The Upper East has about 7 of these projects, if my memory serves me right. And these are all ongoing, and we expect some of them to be completed this year and others to be completed next year. And this will give every district a hospital. But in other places, we are across the country. We have 111 of these projects that are taking place. If you look at Upper East region in particular, you will see that the total number of projects that we have completed so far as a government in the Upper East region completed is 631 projects that we've completed in the Upper East region, and 302 are ongoing. And as I said, in the health sector, we have 7 health centers that we have completed, and 38 CHIPS compounds have also been completed. In the health sector, we've done 1 constituency, 1 ambulance, and we have also digitalized the hospitals across the country, all the teaching hospitals, all the district hospitals, all the regional hospitals have been digitalized. So today, if they refer you from, Navrongo or Boko or Tempane to Kolebu, you don't need to take your folder anymore, because all your data has been digitalized in the computer. When you get to Kolebu, all you do is give them your ID number. They'll put it in there, and all your history will appear on the computer, and you will have no problems going forward. And we hope that by next year we'll cover every hospital, CHIPS compounds, every health center, and everybody's data will be available in so doing. We've built 110 classroom blocks in the Upper East region, 2 courts, 58 boreholes. We've got water systems, and also we have water systems of 43, small dams, 118 small dams, 7 police stations, and you are seeing that there's so much in the area of development. As I said, 638 projects 631 projects have been completed. So in terms of development, we've done a lot, but I understand that the regional hospital also needs a lot of work for us to do to upgrade the regional hospital, and I think that is something that I'm going to be paying attention to upgrade the regional hospital. The issue about the airport, I think the President of the House of Chiefs mentioned the issue about the airport, and I am very happy to let you know that we have also started discussions in government about the airport. And so when the discussions concretize, we will be making a formal announcement on it. But I think that we also see it as a very important piece of infrastructure that will help open up the region and develop the region. So we are very, very, we are in discussions. These discussions are taking place between the Ministry of Transport as well as the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. And I'm following it very, very closely. So we hope that we are going to do so. I, as Vice President, have also initiated many policies, as the President of the House of Chiefs have said, that in my capacity, in my limited role as Vice President, as your son, I've been able to initiate over 30 policies or champion over 30 policies since we came into government. If you look at policies such as issuance of the Ghana card, you look at policies like the digital address system in Ghana, mobile money interoperability. Today, you can send Momo between 2 different telcos and also between your bank account and your Momo account. That type of interoperability, they don't even have it in America. We are the first country in Africa to have that type of interoperability. Today, I have been able to bring drones into Ghana, medical drones. That drones are delivering medicines to remote areas to save lives every day. We have 6 medical drone centers in Ghana, and they are delivering medicines to 2,800 hospitals in Ghana every day, an average of 100 flights a day. And each of these flights sending blood, sending medicine, vaccines, and so on, anti-snake serum and all of that. And they are saving lives every day. The good thing for us is that the drone centers in Ghana are 100% manned by Ghanaians. Ghanaians are manning all the, and also Ghana now is the largest medical drone delivery service in the whole world. We are leading medical drone, the whole world. The whole world. Recently, the company in San Francisco came to Ghana to recruit somebody to go and lead operations in their factory in San Francisco. They took someone right from here and went back there because we have the most experience. So we are doing that. That is another policy that I brought about. I brought up about one constituency, one ambulance. I brought about Agenda 111. I brought about the gold for oil policy, the Zongo Development Fund, the Sino-Hydro-Bata Agreement, you know, digitalization of the ports, digitalization of the passport office, and so on. I've been doing a lot of work since I've become vice president. So I believe with your support that if I have been able to do all of this as vice president, then if you make me president, I'll be able to do much more. I have a vision for Ghana. I have a vision for transformation. But that vision is very much underpinned by a number of policies. The most important and the first key policy that I want, the change that I want in Ghana, is to refocus on agriculture. Agriculture is the key for our prosperity in Ghana. And as you know, for those of us who come from the north, we have the land, we have the water, and we are going to have to change our approach. We want to do large-scale commercial farming. We want to do irrigation. We want to apply technology to agriculture. That is the difference between what happens in the first world and what happens here. They are applying technology to agriculture, and I want us to do so. For me, one legacy I would like to leave as president is to construct the Pualugu Dam, to make sure the Pualugu multi-purpose dam is constructed, because that brings about 28,000 hectares into cultivation. It brings flood control as far as the Bagri Dam's spillage is concerned, and then also allows us to generate electricity from the hydro side. It is something that I believe we need a new approach to the financing, and we need to bring in the private sector to help us do the financing because of the burden that this will have on government. So I want to really pay a lot of attention to the Pualugu Dam and see whether we can bring in the financing, and I'm sure we can, to do the Pualugu Dam, and I can try to interest the World Bank and other institutions also to look at funding the Pualugu Dam along with other investors who may be interested. So agric is a very, very major point for us. The second major reform I want to introduce is to review and enhance the role of the chiefs in our governance in Ghana. So therefore, I want us to review Section 63D of the Chieftaincy Act. One of the problems we have is that we have not empowered the chiefs, but the chiefs control the country. But if you don't empower the chiefs, how then do the chiefs help the government to govern the country? So I want us to empower the chiefs, and therefore the review of Section 63D of the Chieftaincy Act. In that process of empowering the chiefs, we have to relook at the payment of what my manifesto committee is calling living wages or living allowances to the chiefs. That the cases can be settled at the palaces. They don't have to go into the court system. embedding the courts. So if we are going to rely on the chiefs to help us, then we have to financially also empower the palaces and to be able to do it. So that is another area I want us to do and to move forward in that. I also want to change the tax system in Ghana. I want us to move from our current system, which is very difficult to understand for a lot of our people, to a flat tax system. A flat tax says if it's 10%, it's 10%. It's like paying your tithe in church. Very simple, everybody will understand, and therefore you will have compliance. There's been a lot of back and forth between the GRA and many businesses as far as tax liabilities are concerned. So I want us to move to this flat tax system. So in 2025, I'm going to grant a tax amnesty to all businesses and to all individuals, and we will all start from ground zero going forward with the flat tax system. So we will all have that to do. Then I want to realign our import duty system as well. First of all, I want us to have clarity and predictability. So when you import something, you should know that this, I'm going to pay 10,000 or 20,000. It's not that when the thing arrives and then you bring in a new duty calculation. So we want predictability in the import duty. And so if you are bringing in spare parts and in a 40-foot container, then you will have a particular duty like 20,000 or 30,000. Then you know it is for a 40-foot container is 20,000. 20-foot container is 10,000. Simplicity, transparency, and predictability is what we are going to do. The other side of it is that currently a lot of goods are being smuggled towards through Lomé port to be smuggled into Ghana from Togo. So I am bringing in a new policy that Ghana's import duty will not be higher than Togo's import duty. Our import duty will not be higher than Togo's. It will be lower or the same. So once we do that, nobody will smuggle any goods from Togo into Ghana. They will all come through Ghana because there's no reason to go through Togo if the import duty is lower or the same. So this is another area that we want to help and change the way of doing things. Another area that we believe that Ghana should relook at is the area of our natural resources. We are discovering more and more gold in the country. And in the Upper East region, we know the deposits are a lot of gold in our regions across the country. The gold belts from, all the way from Winneba Axim all the way to Laura Nangodi gold belts. There are massive deposits here that we are just discovering. But we want to make sure that the activities of Galamsey are properly regulated. And so I want us to relook at a formalization of the small-scale mining regime so that, in fact, we can give them licenses, and the district mining committees, the chiefs will have to be part of the district mining committees in giving these licenses to the small-scale mining operators. Once we have discoveries, we can set up community mining schemes and empower the small-scale miners, have the Minerals Development Bank that I want to establish to provide them money for equipment, so that we can regulate the small-scale mining so that they can mine responsibly and in an environmentally sustainable way, so that we can all benefit from the resources that we are having in Ghana. Because otherwise, if we don't regulate it and formalize it, then it will be done in an illegal manner. And we will need the work of all the chiefs to help us to do this. At the end of the day, we want to be able to have jobs for our youth. The job creation agenda will be #1 also on my list, that you need to create jobs. I said we will do agric We want to also focus on tourism, the creative arts, sports, the pharmaceuticals, and also the digital economy. The youth are very averse with the digital economy. I want to train 1 million youth in ICT skills, 1 million, to be coders, software developers, engineers. And you don't need to have a degree to be trained to become a coder, software developer. You just need to be able to read and write. And we can train 1 million people, and someone will be sitting in Timpani and working for somebody in Australia or in Germany, but sitting right here in the Upper East region. They can earn money once they are part of the global digital economy. And that is what I am going to introduce. We'll train 1 million youth, and we will set up the factories, agro-processing and all of that to create jobs. We were going to focus on a lot of job creation for our youth, and that is going to be very, very important. So I thought I should come and share with you some of these ideas. This is not, of course, my entire manifesto, but I thought that I will come to you, my fathers and my mothers, in the Upper East Regional House of Chiefs, to present to you all of these thinkings that I have. On LGBTQ, let me make my position once again clear. LGBTQ is not part of our traditional values. We will not allow it. The Bible doesn't allow it, the Quran doesn't allow it, and we will not allow it in Ghana. It will not happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever, as far as I am concerned. We need to protect our values, we need to protect our traditions, and we need to protect our religious beliefs as well. And that matter is not for negotiation. We will not allow it. And I want to thank you, and I ask for your support and your prayers. I know that, as the President of the House said, without peace, we cannot develop. And so peace is very, very important. I know that in the region, we have issues, especially in Boko, that we have to deal with. It presents a threat to not only the Upper East region, but also the entire country. And this is why government is investing a lot of resources, in fact, a lot of resources to try to deal with the Boko conflict. And it has to be dealt with from a law enforcement manner and as well as a peacemaking manner. And I think the combination of the two will be very, very important. And I'm very committed to continuing the process. The Asantene is very much involved with the eminent chiefs on this, the National Peace Council as well. Government has established in the region the 11th Mechanized Battalion as well as the 12th Mechanized Battalion. And we're trying to do a lot because lack of peace doesn't work for anybody. And I want to make sure we all work peacefully. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much.
Better. Your Majesties, Your Excellency, the President of the House and his Vice will also want to make a presentation to our august guest. So,
I thought it was the message.
thank you. So, per the program, even though we know certainly it's hard to press for time, maybe we want to open the distance for at least 3 suggestions and whatever to add to the Vice President's presentation. So, without much ado, first, the Sokoti Naba.
Thank you, President, for allowing me to add. Your Excellency, I'm glad you heard. You said your visit is to listen and then come out with your final manifesto. One of my pleas to you, we always neglect the slave trading card. Majority of people in the diaspora think that the slaves started in Cape Coast. It started in the north. Picoro is a slave camp under Paga traditional authority. It was established in 1704 by one man, Bagu, not a Ghanaian. Our forefathers and mothers were forcibly taken by slave raiders. Notorious slave raiders such as Samori and Barbachu and others raided them and camped there at Picoro. When you visit there and they narrate the story, you shed tears. There's a punishment rock, and any slave who misbehaved was changed and forced to sit on this rock, 10 punishment rock, with his or eyes open, facing the sun from sunrise to sunset. Majority of them became blind, and some died. 200-mile journey from there to Salaga. The slaves were shackled and forced to make a tortuous 200-mile journey from Picoro to Salaga slave market. There they were bought by the Europeans and were also shackled down to Asin Manso. From Asin, please, do not disturb. From Asin Manso, they barbed the survivors and made to continue their journey to Cape Coast, a journey of no return. I humbly appeal to include this in the minutes. When you become our president, to follow people who slave up, Salaga slave market, Asin Manso's camp, even Polo, in the Upper West region, they have a slave defense war. So the can only go to Cape Coast Castle. They will come up here and start the journey. And then by so doing, you will earn foreign exchange. It will be interesting to know our people in the diaspora have started taking DNA to find out where their forefathers came from. The results are alarming. Majority of them are from the north. Thank you. So please add that to your manifesto to the policy. Thank you.
Mr. President, I would like to thank our brother, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. I am touched because in your submission of the 8 projects that you have brought, you have forgotten of one of the most important one, like the Soko project you brought to us in the Upper East, the 5 regions of the North. This project is so dear to us, and I think we recommend you for that very important project that you have brought to the 5 regions of the North. We hope you will do more for us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President. Your Excellency, you are welcome. I'm Ketiu Paramount Chief. We all agree in life, health is much of important than any other thing. I actually listen to whatever that goes on in your tour or your previous movement, whatever happened. But at times, what we say about certain things, I feel like it's not giving much credit as it's supposed to be. There's one important thing I've always seen, that it is as big and it is very huge, and it is saving our life than any of all these projects that we go around, including free SHS. Is the drone system. We don't always pay attention. At times, imagine a village like Ketiu, and we are short of drugs. And the drug is supposed to come from Accra or Tamale or where. Our road is also bad. You can imagine with this drone system what it has done for us. But we are all hailing free HSS. It's a good policy. But health is wealth. So, Your Excellency, in as much as we want our dam to be constructed, you already have a legacy by bringing the drone system. Thank you very much.
I am Nangodi. For want of... in the house here, they say we can adjust ourselves according to our traditional areas. Yeah. We want to go for Juma. The president spoke, and he spoke about the security of this region. Same vice president said. And there is something that has been initiated in this region and in Nangodi. And I believe the way it is carved is possible. That is part of your idea as the vice president. But I just want to remind you that you will come to our aid and hasten up the development of the program. And that is the policy, you call it HITRO. Something, yeah. It's an abbreviation. And it is said they are building a peace and security center. And all that is about it. What I know is that this is a visibility of police and security, that we just stand at the threshold of where the insecurity is. That's Nangodi. Unfortunately for us, we are on the upper level. We are on the hills. So these police and security are there so that people, bad boys in Boku, who think they can misbehave, will see them and be tamed. The other thing is that we know that the Burkina Faso minister is around, and he has spoken about some insecurity around the borders, and we are just by the border. It is a point that people can easily enter, especially when you add it to the insecurity in Boku. As most of us know, that these terrorists are just looking for an opportunity, a kind of shake-up, and they will capitalize on it, and they'll be here. You have also mentioned here about the Nangodi gold belt. Once there is gold, they also would want to come and make use of it. So I just want to request from the Vice President to help the police authority. We call the man the Lion King, Nangodi Jata. And in fact, when you come and see this regional commander of police carrying stones, rocks, and climbing hills to build structures, you will love it. I just want you to come and support him.
Your Majesties, our guests are hard pressed for time, and we end this session. And then we want to go out quickly and then arrange to have a group photograph there. The Honorable MP for Binduri also donated to the House a mechanized borehole. So just at the place we will be taking the picture, we'll let the Vice President, His Excellency, cut the saw to commission the project for us. Thank you very much. Shall we be out?
Wapolo, Wapolo, Bizarre, Big now, so Bizarre, and Yellow come and big one, big one to Shaman to the back. Palakatum, Bigo, I think I would talk about Bigo, Bizarre,
Mighty K TV. Subscribe on our YouTube. K Online, the best radio to listen. Mighty K TV. It is possible. Tune in to Mighty K Online. Mighty K TV. Mighty K TV. It is possible. Mighty K TV. Subscribe on our YouTube. K Online, the best radio to listen. Mighty K TV. It is possible. Tune in to Mighty K Online.